All right, Combat Convo, you know what it is, man. We back. Like, share, subscribe,
Like, yeah,
hit the thumbs up button, all that good stuff. Sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather, but things must get made, and I ain't gonna let this stop me. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do this. You know what I'm saying?
fact,
So
fact.
this is part 2 of Jon Jones and where he goes from here. Also, too, I want to touch on Francis and why I believe he would never fight Jon Jones. Not because of him, but because of the UFC. And um I don't think Francis is gonna budge on his what he's trying to do. Because he's in a
Mm-hmm,
position now where he can make much more money than he did in UFC. Much more.
mm-hmm,
If he fights Deontay Wilder, that'll be a bigger fight than him and Jon Jones. That's just the bottom line.
true.
You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder and Francis, or Francis and Fury. Come on, bro. He at least getting about 25 mil out of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's triple the money that UFC paid. But anyway, so I guess I'm gonna go first because I want to get this out the way because my voice is all messed up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jon Jones. Where does he go from here? I seen an article today. He said he wanted to fight. I don't remember the guy's name. Is a white guy. He said he wanted to
Talking
fight.
about stripe,
He said that he believes that.
mucus.
Yeah, he said he believes that he's one of the best of all time. And he said, Jon Jones said that's who he wants to fight. You know what I'm saying? He said that guy is one of the best of all time, and he wants to fight him next,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I think Jon Jones' career, it's really he really don't need to prove anything. You know what I'm saying? He done did it all. I think this is just him coming back to solidify something else. You know what I'm saying? And I also believe that um, no man can how would I say this? No man can actually win every fight. Sometimes you get hit, so you got to be careful because as you get older, things happen. Your knees give out. You start to, different things, and you come up against these younger fighters because he got a 6-fight deal, which is going to span over at least 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? So if he got a 6-fight deal, he fought once this year. He might fight again this year. That's 2, right? Next year, he fight twice. Then the following year, so that's 3 years, and that's if he fights. That's if he fights. You know what I'm saying? Because he might not fight twice a year. He might fight once a year. So that's 6 years added on top of his age. So people got to understand the likelihood of Jon Jones making it to the 6th fight without losing to one of these young boys who are hungry and good is very slim. Now, in his early years, it was a cakewalk for him. But the only thing I think is stopping Jon Jones now is his age. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Anything else, I don't think nobody can go pound for pound with him except Francis. Now I'm gonna say something about Francis, and then you can go, right? The reason why Francis and Jon Jones will never fight, right, is because Francis is asking for a change in the UFC. He's asking for something that no one has ever asked for, unless Dana White is willing to compromise and do what he believes. Because let's be clear, Dana White is the boss. He's the one with the money. You're not gonna tell me how to run my company. You know what I'm saying? But no amount of money can change that. So if say they offered him $8 million, but that he turned it down. So obviously the money didn't mean anything to him. You know what I'm saying? $8 million. Like, come on, bro. That's the highest paid UFC athlete ever. Would have been him. But, excuse me, but I guess I'm gonna try to talk a little slower. But when you're dealing with people like Francis, and he is from Africa, and their morals are different. They just don't accept stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Very
That's
true.
just that. And he had a plan, and he was the one that walked away from the deal. So that's the reason why I don't think that he's gonna come back to that deal because he went out as the greatest champion too. So, what if he comes back? What difference does it make? He come back and fight Jon Jones, then he beats Jon Jones. Okay, cool. Like, but they both one A and one B or one B or A plus. You know what I'm saying? They equal to me, even though I think Francis got like 3 losses, but that don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing because Muhammad Ali had losses and he was still the greatest boxer of all time. So, but go ahead, bro. Sorry for going on.
No, you good. Hey, so I a certain percentage, a certain percentage of what you said, I agree with. Um, but I do think Ngannou was going to come back, and I want to talk about that before I get into Jon Jones and his age and all that. But let me say this about Ngannou, right? Francis is going to come back, and I'm gonna tell you what Francis is doing. He's doing the Cody Rhodes thing. For anybody that watches wrestling, you know, Cody Rhodes right now is the hottest thing in WWE. You know what I mean? Future WWE Universal Champion, however they do it, we all know that, okay? But how Cody Rhodes got to this point was the fact that he left WWE, went and started another company with another promotion, built up his resume, went around the globe. He basically wrestled around the globe for at least a good 2 years before he did the AEW thing. Wrestled in the UK, wrestled in NWA, won the NWA title, wrestled in New Japan, wrestled in Impact, wrestled in all these major promotions and built up his name and made his name the biggest ticket ever, right? Then he goes to AEW. He creates classic matches. He does everything in his God given power to build his name. Then he decides he's going to leave AEW for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Goes back to WWE. They make him an offer. He's getting that bread. That's the same thing that Ngannou was going to do. Ngannou was going to get all the best fights that he want because let's face it, somebody's gonna pick up the guy who's gonna make a deal with him, and he's gonna fight in their promotion, or he's gonna sign a contract to get a few whatever. You know what I mean? He's gonna do that. He's gonna fight in their promotion. Whoever he fights, he's gonna beat them to collect the money. Boom, boom, boom. He's gonna do all these fights, even the Fury fight, even the Wilder fight. He's gonna do all these fights and get these high paid purse. Dana's gonna see this, right? Dana's gonna have to swallow his pride and his ego and be like, hey, Francis, listen to me here, bro. The deal that you want, I'm gonna give you the deal. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you the deal. I'm gonna give you the medical, whatever you need. I'm gonna give it to you. Francis is gonna come back. Francis comes back. Guess who he's gonna fight? He's gonna fight Jones. Jones will still have the title. He'll fight Jones. Does he beat Jones? We don't know. But that's going to be one of Jones's fights. I'm telling you, that's how I'm thinking. That's how it's going to happen. Because who is Jones going to fight? Who is Jones going to fight right now in that division? Who is after he fights Strike? Because he's going to beat Strike. Who does he fight next? Who does he fight next? Will he fight Gon again? No.
You so yo,
He's
you
going to fight.
so you was so confident he's gonna beat this guy, bro. Come
No, he's
on.
going to beat Strike, bro. He's
All
going to
right.
beat Strike, man.
I'm just
He's
saying.
going to beat.
I'm open for him to lose.
Nah, I'm
But
not. If he loses, it's got to be somebody of great. I'm not saying none of these guys that he fights upcoming is not great. I'm just
Jon
saying it's
Jones
going
said
to
it
be have to
himself
be
that this guy is
special.
one of the best ever. So if
That's
he loses to this
no,
guy,
that's Jon Jones. That's Jon
come
Jones
on,
stirring the
man.
pot
Come
right now.
on. The guy said he's
I'm
one of the
not
best
saying the
ever.
guy's not good. I'm
The,
not saying the guy's not good, but
you think he being modest?
Huh?
You think he being modest?
Yeah, I think he being modest. I'm not saying the guy's not great, heavyweight fighter. I'm not saying that, but I feel like Jones is putting him in the GOAT conversation too early.
Bro,
Because
no, bro, no. I seen that dude fights. That dude is
I have not seen nobody said Stripe is the GOAT. I've
Jon
heard
Jones
people say
did.
Ngannou's a GOAT. I've heard
Jon
people
Jones
say
did.
John's a GOAT. Huh?
Jon Jones said he was one of the best. Jon Jones.
Jones said that. Nobody else
So
outside of
what?
that
So
same
the
Jones.
greatest of all time says that this guy is one of the greatest of all time, and you don't take that into consideration.
Nope. Because John is stirring the pot.
Come on, man.
I'm not saying he don't mean that the guy is good. He does mean
Bro,
that,
come
and
on.
he
You can't argue
probably
that.
does. And
The
he,
greatest of all time is saying that this guy is one of the greatest of all time. And you're saying that doesn't matter.
well, he all right. So let me dial back. Maybe he thinks that, but to me personally, I don't feel like Stripe has done enough to put him in that conversation just yet. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Well,
like
I
if he
mean,
beat, let put it to you like this: if he beat Jones, then we can put him in that conversation. If he
but
beats
nobody beat
Jones,
Jones.
then
You
then
can't
then
do
then
that.
I will go on
Bro,
record
you
and say,
can't do
yeah,
that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
huh?
Nobody beat Jones. You can't say, oh, well, if he beats Jones, he's one of the best. Francis and Jones ain't fight, but he's one of the best. So you
The
can't
guy.
say, you get what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
can't say, well, if he beats Jones, then he's one of the best. Well, wait a minute.
I didn't say he's not nah, but what I'm saying is that I'm saying I didn't say he's not one of the best heavyweights. I'm just saying he's not in the GOAT conversation.
But
My opinion.
you're saying he has to beat Jones to be in the GOAT conversation. But nobody beat Jones. So if nobody beat Jones, then there's no other person in the GOAT conversation.
Maybe he could be the first one. We don't know.
But you said Francis is in the GOAT conversation. He never beat Jones.
Bro, I feel Francis is a better fighter than Stripe. He beat Stripe already. He beat Stripe and he beat Gunn. So basically Jones is putting Stripe over Ngannou.
I don't think he's doing that. I think that he's looking at it like there's three guys: him, Stripe, and Ngannou, and Francis. I think that's how he's looking at it. I don't think he's looking at because they never fought. I don't think he's looking at the other nuances. I think he's just looking at that, like, you know what I mean. But did they go the distance? I didn't see that fight. It was driving Francis.
I think Francis knocked him out. I think Francis put him out. He
I'm
got
gonna look it
caught.
up. I'm gonna look that fight up. I didn't see that fight.
Yeah, I watched the fight, but I'm trying to remember what exactly happened. I believe Francis caught him with one of them meat hooks, and it was a done deal.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I believe that's what happened.
yeah.
But I'm but let's not be mistaken. I'm not saying that Stripe is not a great fighter. I'm not
I
saying
never
that.
said you didn't say that.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
believe you
saying.
believe he is a good fighter. I don't believe you should.
Yeah,
To you, he shouldn't be in the GOAT conversation. But
nah, not yet.
yeah,
I
but
think
what
it's
I'm
too
saying to you
soon.
is you can't put nobody in the GOAT conversation according to you. Because you said, oh, well, he fight Jon Jones. He has to beat.
Uh,
Excuse me, he had
the
to beat
only
Jon
reason,
Jones.
the only reason, the only reason why I'm saying that is because, like, I know it sounds like repetitive, but you just said it. You like, I told it's going to take a special human being to beat Jones. It's going to take somebody like, all right. I put it to you like this, right? I put
I
it to you
think,
like this.
bro, I'm gonna put it to you like this before you even go on rank, because you gonna have to end this anyway. Um,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna let you go,
yeah,
bro. This is the UFC. These dudes are all professional fighters. I don't think it has to be a
yeah.
special fighter to beat anybody. I think some people just off their game. It just so happens that Jon Jones be on his game. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. Now, there's a bunch of names I think could beat him, but he would have to come down and weight. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't think is
Well,
going
he's
to
not
happen.
gonna come down a way. They're gonna have to go up. They're gonna have to go up a way to
Yeah,
fight
so,
him.
but Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm going to name a few guys that will give Jon Jones a handful of trouble. I'm going to name a few guys. Okay, so first guy, of course, Izzy. Izzy will give Jones a problem. If Izzy was to ever, because Izzy talked about it, if Izzy was to step up to heavyweight, he will give Jones a problem. I definitely believe that. Hands down, he will give Jones the biggest problem of his life. Another guy that I feel will give Jones a problem. Dang, what's this dude? And these are, and let me remind you, by the way, these are light heavyweights. These are not heavyweight guys. These are some light heavyweights. I feel like I feel like the guy that almost beat Jones, he get his act together. He seemed to have the cheat code for Jones. He could potentially give Jones a problem if he steps up to heavyweight, which I don't think he will do that. I'm talking about Reyes. But right now, Reyes is looking, you know what I mean, kind of shaky. You know, like he's not doing so well in his fights. But that don't mean that, you know, he don't get an opportunity, then he comes up and starts winning again. Like, you know, UFC, like, you know, any given day, somebody could spark up out of nowhere. So that what I'm saying, basically what I'm saying is that I don't see nobody in the division at this time. Maybe Razor Blades. Razor Blades is real good. Razor Blades will give Jones a issue. But like I said, these guys are different. These and notice those are just a handful of guys. I'm not even extending to the whole division because I don't see the rest of the division even giving them an issue. Those are just a handful of guys that I just mentioned. But these guys are special athletes. That's what I'm saying. Like they have something that I feel Jones will have a problem with if he's not on his A game. You know what I'm saying? Which he's always on his A game. So it's like, you know, I don't know, man. But hey, man, it's going to be a debate for a long time until somebody actually does it. It's going to be debate for a long. It's going to be like Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, hey man, Combat Convo. You know what it is, man. We out of here. Peace.